Now let's talk about evaluating function. The notation f and the notation f of x means different things. So f is the name of the function, f of x is the value of the function at x. Now, finding the value of f of x is referred to as evaluating f at x. To evaluate f of x at a specific value of x, let's say a, all we need to do is to substitute a for x and simplify. Now let's have the following example. Let f of x is equal to x squared minus 1 and evaluate at a, b, c, and d. Now let's start with the letter a. So let's rewrite the given function, that is f of x is equal to x squared minus 1. If x is equal to negative 5, so we have now f of negative 5, that is letter a. We're going to substitute negative 5 in the variable x, so this becomes negative 5 squared minus 1. Now we have f of negative 5 is equal to negative 5 times negative 5 is positive 25 minus 1. We have f of negative 5 is equal to 25 minus 1 is 24. So the value of this function at x equals negative 5 is 24. Now let's try letter B at f of negative 2. So write the function again. We have f of x is equal to x squared minus 1. We have f of negative 2 is equal to negative 2 squared minus 1. So we have f of negative 2 is equal to negative 2 squared is positive 4 minus 1. We have f of negative 2 is equal to 4 minus 1 is 3. So the value of this function at x equals negative 2 is positive 3. Now let's try letter C and letter D. Now for letter C, so the value of x is 8. So let us write again the function. F of x is equal to x squared minus 1. So we have f of x, or the value of x now is 8. So we have f of 8 is equal to 8 squared minus 1. F of 8 is equal to 8 squared is 64 minus 1. F of 8 is equal now to 63. Okay, so the value of the function at x equals 8 is equal to 63. Now let's try letter D, f of a plus 3. So write the function again. We have f of x is equal to x squared minus 1. So we have now f of a plus 3. So same idea, we're going to substitute this a plus 3 in the variable x. So this becomes a plus 3 quantity squared minus 1. Now this is the square of binomial. So how are we going to do this? Meaning you're going to multiply a plus 3 twice to itself, minus 1. So this a plus 3 squared is this. Okay. Now, next is to multiply this, we're going to make use of the FOIL method. The first one, the first a times a is a squared. Okay, the outer a times 3 is 3a. Then this a times 3 is 3a. Then 3 times 3 is 9. So this is the first, outer, inner, last. So the FOIL. Then, do not forget the negative 1. Simplify, we have now a squared. Combine the like terms. So we have 6a. Combine like terms, the constant, we have plus 8. So this is now the value of the function at x equals a plus 3. So let's have the example number 2. So the given example number 2 is the f of x equals 2x, and evaluate this at f of 2, f of 2a, f of x plus 1. So let's start with letter A. So write the given f of x is equal to 2x. So we have f of 2. So just substitute 2 to the variable x. So we have 2 times 2. So the value of the function at x equals 2 is 4. Now let's try letter B. So copy the f of x again is equal to 2x. So we have now f of 2a. So substitute 2a to the variable x. So we have 2 times 2a. So we have f of 2a is equal now to 2 times 2a is 4a. So the value of this function at x equals 2a is 4. So let's have letter C. So letter C, evaluate at x plus 1. So we have f of x is equal to 2x. So just substitute this to the variable x. So we have f of x plus 1. So we have 2 times x plus 1. So we have now f of x plus 1 is equal to distribute. So that is multiplication. 2 times x is 2x. Then 2 times 1 is 2. So this is now the value. So the idea here is just to substitute the value of x to the variable x and simplify. Okay, thank you.